Welcome to Time Frame Thursday with a really beautiful quote from Dave Barry. Like all writers, my greatest inspiration, my ultimate muse, is the deadline. That is so true for me. Hopefully it is for you too. Hi there, my name is Christopher Diarmani and I empower nonfiction authors. Authors just like you, so you can turn your dream of writing a book into your published reality. Isn't that cool? And I want to talk about this quote today because it's just, I love deadlines. You probably figured that out by now that I live and breathe and like my creative life is driven by deadlines because I find them so motivating. Well, I find them very empowering, very powerful. And that's what I want to share with you today. I want to talk about some of that because it's a really great tool if you choose to embrace it. And I really hope you do because it helps so many ways. Deadlines can be a powerful motivating force, especially if you embrace them with courage, with tenacity, and with genuine gratitude, like this young lady here. She's grateful for something. I'm going to say she's grateful for her deadline for writing her book. Why? Because it's my video and I can do that. But when you embrace a deadline with gratitude, with power, with gratitude, courage, tenacity, amazing things are possible for you that we'll get to a little exercise later that you may just blow the top off your mind. And I would love it if it does. Because the closer that a deadline is in time, the more power it has over you and over your life. But your character, of course, who you are, what you believe, how willing you are to maintain the integrity of doing what you said you're going to do when you say you're going to do it, and of course, whether you feel like it or not. Your character determines whether you will unleash this power so you can do what is required to meet or preferably beat your deadline. I'm a great big fan of beating deadlines as often as I possibly can, doing it in a shorter time just to prove to myself, if nobody else, that it's actually possible. Deadlines, I use them, as I said at the opening, in every area of my writing life. I truly do. And I definitely, striving to beat them every single day, I'm always looking for a new way to be able to write faster, to write better, to do more in less time. Because what I've discovered over writing 50 books, publishing 50 books, is that if I set that clear deadline, if I work really hard and I do everything I can to beat the deadline, it just provides so much creative flow, creative juices in my life. It's just fantastic. It truly is. So here's my simple recommendation for you. If you've never used a deadline before, or whether you've used them before and you don't really like them, I would ask you to simply take a 180-degree tilt on your view of them. And if nothing else for today, embrace the deadline as your very best friend, your very best ally, the person who has, I don't know, your ultimate best interests in heart. Because that's what a deadline is. It's the thing that's going to help you in so many ways. So set a clear deadline for your writing project. So if you're writing a book, then set a clear deadline for the end of your first draft, and then another one for when you're going to hit publish. And then set a deadline for every portion of your book. So whether you're writing, chapter 1, give yourself a deadline for when you're going to have that complete. Break everything down as far as you can into mini deadlines, and then see if you can't beat them. Because what this will do is help you in a couple of different ways. First of all, of course, it will make sure you get the work done on time, so you meet your own schedule. That's really, really important. But the other thing that it does is it forces you to acknowledge how long something takes. Let's say you write 2,000 words in an hour, and no matter what you do, no matter how you try it, whether you dictate it, whether you do whatever the method you use to get the words onto the page, everything you've tried says you can't get any higher than that. Well, I think there's a way, and I think that perhaps maybe the exercise at the end will help. I'm going to just leave it at that for the moment because I'm going off wildly on a tangent. So as I said, prioritize every single stage of your writing project. Really do that. And then schedule hard deadlines on your calendar. I can't stress this enough. This is so very important. Set those hard deadlines, schedule them as if you're meeting with your doctor, meeting with your therapist, meeting with, I don't know, someone who's really, really important to you. And that if you miss this meeting, your whole life will be destroyed. Put that kind of importance on setting these appointments with yourself and with keeping them. Because it truly, truly is that important to you, to your book, and if you don't want to do it for yourself or your book, do it for the people who are out there waiting for your book, who don't know it yet, but are so desperate for the solution that you offer, They've been looking and looking and looking, but what they need is the solution that only you can provide in the way that they need to hear it. Do it for them. Please do it for them. And then make those deadlines really uncomfortably close. Challenge yourself. Dare yourself to do it in a day less. Dare yourself to do it in an hour less. Dare yourself to do whatever you can to shrink that time, because that pressure cooker you put on yourself, that's the thing that forces raw diamonds to come flying out the other end. And that's a beautiful thing. Truly, truly a beautiful thing. Your deadline should take you out of this place where you go, yeah, I got this. This is really easy. No problem. It should take you out of that and put you in that place where, oh, that's a little scary. I'm not sure that I can do it. That's what you want out of your deadline. You want to make it, put you into that uncomfortable position. Because when you put yourself into that uncomfortable position, the really beautiful thing is you're out of your comfort zone. You're in that place where all the magic happens. So let me assure you of this. You can do this. I absolutely guarantee you can do this. And I can't guarantee you will, but I certainly can guarantee you can. Only you can guarantee whether you'll do it or not. But this place that's outside the comfort zone, this magical little place, that's where you do your best work. Where you do all your best work. You never do your best work when you're sitting comfortable and relaxed and chilled out and, with a warm blanket on and, all that kind of stuff. You do your best work when your back is against the wall, when there's no alternative, when you have no choice and you have to get it done, because if it's not done by that 5 minutes from now, the world ends, right? That's when you do all your best work, is sitting outside that comfort zone, in that place where you don't have all the answers, in the place where you don't have all the creativity, but you simply must find a way. That's what I love about being outside the comfort zone. I truly do. What you'll discover, and I've written and published 50 books so far, and I don't say that to brag. I say that because over the course of that time period of writing that many books, I've learned a bunch of really fundamental truths about the art and the science of writing. You're capable of so much more than you think you are sitting here right in this moment. I guarantee that. I guarantee that. If you think you can only write, 1,000 words an hour, I would be willing to bet you, I'll have to pick something, that you could double that. There is a way, but you need to get yourself out of your comfort zone far enough so you can go find it. Apply the correct pressure, put yourself inside that correct pressure cooker, and some really amazing things come out. Because you'll be so focused, so intent, you will be so determined to make sure you get this done that everything else falls away. And that's that beautiful, magical place that we like to call the zone. Get in the zone. And if you don't believe that's possible for you, then I highly encourage you to just bear with me. Accept my challenge, accept my dare to you, to go and see how many words you can write in 5 minutes with a specific framework in mind. What I believe with all my heart and soul, because I've done this exercise a bunch of times and it always blows the head off of what I think I'm capable of, you will see that you're truly capable of way more than you think you are. So just go to authorcoach.click/5 minutes and take that personal challenge. There's a PDF you can download, there's a video you can watch that explains the entire process, and then just do it. Set a timer for 5 minutes and then follow the instructions that I lay out for you there. I guarantee it'll blow your mind, just like it blew mine, all right? So with that, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day and embrace the deadline. It's not your enemy, it's actually your biggest ally, your best friend, your greatest cheerleader, if you will. It truly is. So with that, have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Bye for now.